Okay, are we rolling? Everybody tuned in? Dialed into the right frequency? Ready to receive? All right, transmission coming forward. The time machine. This is what we've been talking about, and here it is. Why time machine, right? Well, it relates to succession. And that in itself is a whole nother class, but what I'm going to say about succession is it's like a timeline, essentially. So nature repairs all soils or improves all soils in its own time. And that can happen rapidly if the circumstances are correct in the right environment, or it can happen slower. Like I say, I'm not going to go into it, but at the lower stages of succession, you have like this. I couldn't even put the tip of a penetrometer anywhere close to penetrating this surface. This is very highly compacted soil, low organic matter. There's several factors that go into a low succession, and so therefore it's bacterially dominated, which doesn't lend to healthy plant growth or upper successionary plants. Meaning, so as time, these weedy species, if you will, that can thrive in that type of environment are paving the way for the next round of upper level succession. So you move into your fungal to bacteria ratio is going to be increasing as succession moves along. Like I said, we're not getting into that right now, but that's the time machine, that's the gist of it. So this moves succession along at a rapid pace. What nature may take hundreds or thousands of years to do, we can literally do in months, potentially weeks, if all conditions allow. Definitely year or two or three, 5, just depends what you put into it. And that's where it goes back to the ingredients. I was listing multiple ingredients that we're going to be using, and I have here 4 gallons of water with a lot of the ingredients that we described, and then 4 plain gallons, which is 8 gallons of water, and 4 gallons of selected composts. Craft compost, by the way, not just organic compost plus manure, $4 at Menards. Funny story, I'm not going to get too far into it, but I will tell you real quick. This brand, Organic Valley, had a product at Menards. This one wasn't bad. It was worth the money. I mean, if that's all that was available, that was very affordable. It had some life in it, not a lot, but they have a line that is a mushroom compost, and that stuff was really very valuable for what it cost. It was like $3.50 a bag, and it had quite a bit of fungi. It had several actors in the soil food web present. Not necessarily biocomplete, but very beneficial. Off on a tangent. Okay, time machine. That's why I coined it the time machine. Leighton Morrison introduced the concept to me, and we are going to journey. We're going to travel. How do I start? Let me show you what is inside first, okay? It's got an aerator, right? So what's hanging up here. Here's the button. Oh, you hear it. So what's inside? So this air line goes in. It's connected to 4 different sweeps. At the end of the sweeps is air. So that's keeping things from being, and then these sweeps will brush the material around, the compost, and the spinning, it's not a spinning, it's more of a agitating, light, a soft collision, I think, as Leighton would put it. And even that, there's like a quantum thing that goes on that I don't really know about why, but he's verified through direct microscopy that it can produce superior results to, say, just a paddle and mixer, or even some of the T-Lab style bubblers. And I'm not dogging any of those pieces of equipment, because I'd like to have this is it's highly intensive on the labor, so there's going to be more direct microscopy work Leighton, pardon me, but I'm gonna have to really see how worth it really is, because it's a pain for it. I can make it easier. I'm gonna work on getting a bigger one. You described a machine, the yogurt maker, that I really think would be beneficial. And like I say, so getting off on the side, we're gonna try to get through this, people. We're gonna put the water in. Got 4 gallons here, just plain water. We're gonna hope it don't come out the bottom, because I'm a little ghetto rigged. Chipping in, coming out. We're a little bit ghetto rigged down there. And if you follow me much, well, you haven't seen a lot, but you've seen enough to know that I'm slightly ghetto anyway. Hillbilly, I don't know what it is. I'm not really a hillbilly, but maybe I am. I've always lived, not always, but the properties that I've bought recently seem to be in town acreage, on a hill at a dead end, on a lookout, you know. I mean, I'm destined to be, I think that's where it's at, man, up on the hill, the highest point in town. It's where I want to be. I want to be able to, I don't know, there's energy here. I like it. I like to see it. I love the fact that there's deer, there's turkey. We're going off on a side tangent. I should have really backed out on the water just a little bit. I kind of spaced. I usually will put about 7 gallons in. And that allows me for wash down after we get everything in. I'll give it a little wash down anyway, but not that that's super critical. There's a bunch of stuff in here I'm gonna wash down in there. Compost that we gathered earlier. Bubbler on. Set the machine. And we had to do a little bit of, this isn't just your average washing machine. It requires a specific style of machine that's able to be altered in a manner that it will allow it to start without the first cycle. So anyway, I don't know. We'll get into that deeper. I can run about an 18-minute cycle. The target that I've come to that Leighton claims to be a good target is about 30 minutes. So that's what I've been going for. So I set a timer. I don't have one, so I'll have to pay attention. I'm not going to run this the whole time, but I will let you take a peek at what's going on real quick, as long as it don't splash because it's throwing the material. And see, it doesn't spin all the way around, so it just agitates back and forth, so it doesn't. Extraction occurring. Extraction in progress. How about that? All right, we're going to take a pause.